Hi there, I'm back again. Recently I've had a few questions about what I grow in. And let me tell you what, I grow in anything I can get my hands on. These are two totes that they weren't going to use for work for storage anymore. But guess what? With what they did have going on, I have peanuts growing in them. My old chicken feed bags, same thing. Bunch of peanut plants growing in them. I have fabric pots. I use the ground. I have old sunflower seed buckets my son brings from work. We put drainage holes in. I have kiddie pools. I let that lettuce bolt so I can get some more seeds. More fabric pots, more kiddie pools. They're all in there. And then of course the green. I have a couple of raised garden beds. I have a bigger one that my strawberries are in. More fabric pots. The corn, that's my little corn patch. We have the Three Sisters planted there. And then we have, of course, netting around all of the spaces. And then we have center block raised beds that have chicken manure processing for next planting season. And then the pepper patch. Strawberry bed. I have one giant, well, you can't see it over that random squash plant. That's from, we call that piggy garden. Those are ground cherries in there, and that is a 100-gallon pot, but we folded it down, so it's about 50 gallons. Of turning some old tires into places for my pumpkins. I'm going to fill that all in with some garden dirt and compost, and that's going to be my pumpkin mound, and I've got about 4 of them for my different breeds of pumpkins. 55-gallon drums in half so I can have 2 different spaces. I've only got 3 barrels here, but I have 6 tubs full of sweet potatoes and 72 slips, so we'll have a lot of sweet potatoes. And of course I used an old pool ladder for the trellis. There's a couple of our chickens. And just one more thing. So I've got that up there, that little piece of chicken wire. I gotta get the bag, but I was cleaning up out here. If you're wondering if they work for tires, for planters, they absolutely work. My rhubarb died last summer. I filled these in. I put the red clay that we have around the inside of the tire like the others, and then I filled it in with compost and some garden soil and a little bit of red clay, mixed it all in, and then this is my rhubarb this year. I got to get in and weed out the rest of it. But they absolutely work. I use everything I can possibly get my hands on, and we just grow it. So that's about that. And so there's different ways you can plant things. Don't think just because it isn't a traditional planting space that you can't use it. So hopefully this gives a little bit of help to some, and happy growing, y'all. Thanks.